Welcome to Roofing Road Trips with Heidi. Explore the roofing industry through the eyes of a long-term professional within the trade. Listen for insights, interviews, and exciting news in the roofing industry today. Hello, everyone. My name is Megan Ellsworth here at rooferscoffeeshop.com, and I am taking over Roofing Road Trips, and I'm tripping all the way up to Montana, the Big Sky State, and we're going to be talking about the Montana Roofing Association trade show that's coming up at the beginning of next year. And I'm with Austin Barnhardt, Morgan Thiel, and Jake Magalsky of the Montana Association Board. So hello, everyone. How are you all doing?
Hello, Megan. Doing good.
Hello, doing good.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
I am so glad to be talking with you all. So let's dive right in. And Austin, why don't we start with you and have you just introduce yourself and how you got into roofing?
Okay. My name's Austin Barnhardt. I'm a former president of the Montana Roofing Association and currently serve as secretary for the association. I'm also vice president of quality roofing and sheet metal in Bozeman, Montana. We are a third generation roofing contractor and just kind of grew up in the industry.
That's awesome. Morgan, who are you and why are you here?
Yeah, I'm Morgan Thiel. I'm the vice president of the Montana Roofing Association. I work for Thiel Brothers Roofing in Sidney, Montana. It's our family roofing business, also third generation. Just follow the family business. That's how I got involved.
That's great. Love it. Jake, how about you?
Also a Montana roofing contractor, founder, owner, CEO of Ace Roofing, and currently the president of the Montana Roofing Association. And it's an honor to be here today. Thank you, Megan.
Yeah. Super glad to have you all here. So, Morgan, do you want to give us an overview of the Montana Roofing Association trade show that's coming up in the new year?
Sure. We were just discussing it. I think it's our 35th convention and trade show.
Wow.
And yeah, this year it'll be January 9th through the 11th in Billings, Montana at the Northern Hotel. We're pretty excited. We're excited for this every year, excited to do it again. Great information, great speakers, good chance to meet other people around Montana, other roofers. We're a big state, so whenever we can get together, that's always good.
Yeah, big state for sure. So what are some key highlights and exciting features that you all are looking forward to for the trade show in January? Jake, how about you?
Well, it's always pretty exciting because it's roofers from around the state coming together with vendors who have supported the association for many years. And sometimes we have the convention in the same location as we did the previous year, and sometimes we circle back to previous locations. So going back to Billings, Montana is kind of exciting. It's the biggest city in Montana, and the Northern Hotel is very, very comfortable, very nice accommodations. It's comfortable to have a convention there. And we get to see people that sometimes we don't see for a year at a time come together, have the convention, the trade show, the trainings, and get together for dinner. It seems like there's a lot of time for conversation. It's an intimate setting, and so it's different than going to one of the big roofing expos because you can really dive in and get your questions answered. It's pretty exciting.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love state shows. I always go to the Colorado show, and you get to see all your buddies that live, a neighborhood over that, life gets busy and you just don't get to see them very often. So
Yeah.
it's cool. So Austin, what are some industry trends or, innovations that will be showcased at next year's show?
So big thing we're looking forward to is we're going to incorporate roof safety, best business practices, and kind of ideas to help solve the labor kind of crisis that's going out there right now, especially with the seminars we got going on. Um, that's kind of the topics that we're looking to cover this year. So hopefully, it allows people to kind of not just go, oh, this is how you, hammer a shingle on, this is how you do that. It's actually, how you can help grow your business, how, what the best ways are to maybe kind of get new recruits into the roofing industry. And obviously, safety is the number one aspect we all care about as a roofing contractor, is to make sure our crews get home safely at the end of the day. And so, those are the kind of things that we're highlighting this year.
Yeah. I mean, that is the most important thing. Everyone wants to go home at the end of the day. So I think that's great to highlight. And I look forward to seeing all the classes that are going to be talking about that. So before we get into the classes that are going to be offered, how has the trade show evolved over the years? I know, Morgan, you said it's been around for 35 years. So how has it evolved, and what are some new elements in the last couple years you guys have implemented?
Yeah, and Jake can maybe add to this too, but we're adding some new elements every year, things to make it new and exciting, because when you've been doing it for that long, you kind of want to mix it up when you can. So we've changed some formats around a little bit of how we've done things. We've added some contests to kind of make it fun and get some engagement. Added new elements to the trade show to make it more interesting. Things like that.
That's great. Jake,
Yeah,
how's it evolved?
well, when I first started showing up, it seems like it's been a long time ago, but we used to do some like a poker tournament fundraiser that was a lot of fun. We would have different types of entertainment. Then for a few years, the show was in Bozeman, Montana, which is very close to some ski hills. So Austin was really good at setting up and coordinating a ski day, which was always a big hit.
Oh, fun.
And last year also we had Austin Knudsen, the Attorney General for the state of Montana, who came in as a keynote speaker and kind of blew everyone's mind with some updates of issues in Montana, things I wasn't aware of, and then some of the solutions around that. This year we are in Billings, and it's a long way from Billings to a ski hill, so no ski day. But we are going to have some fun activities planned, and as we get closer, we will have more details going out about all of that. So I think that every year it's a little bit different than it was the year before. Last year we had a small awards ceremony where we gave away a Montana Rodeo silver, and we had a kind of a competition for the project of the year. Some of these things work really good, and we continue to do them. And I think the committee for the convention has decided to repeat some of this stuff and then to freshen it up in a few ways as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, that sounds great. Oh, ski day. How fun. I love skiing. I'm not good at it, but I love skiing.
Yep.
So networking is a really, big part of trade shows and in shows like this. So how can what are some networking opportunities that people can attend at this coming trade show?
Yeah, I'll take this one. Because it's such an intimate setting, you get what you put in. You really, if you want to connect and network, there's plenty of opportunity here, and you can meet some roofers who are doing projects in parts of the state that you're not, other companies aren't going to. Learn about issues that they're having. We have a very large state, right? So we're marketing to all the corners of the state, contractors of all sizes, to get them to come. And the more people that show up, the more opportunity is for networking. And of course, we have amazing vendors. We have the speakers, and a lot of times at a big show, You might get an email from a speaker who you attended a class, and then you get an email and you can kind of visit through an email here. The speakers tend to hang around, visit in the hallway. A lot of times you can set it up to where you can go to dinner in the evening with people that you want to continue conversations with. So the opportunities are available, and it's what you make of it. So number one, you have to show up.
Yeah, yeah. Everyone listening to this and you live in Montana, you've got to go to this show. It's so great. And to kind of bolster the excitement, who are some of the prominent speakers and classes that you're going to be having this year?
Yeah, so we have a good lineup this year. We have some more generally applicable topics too that are not just for roofers. They're for kind of anyone in the construction industry or even adjacent to that.
Oh, very cool.
We're having Larry Oxenham with the American Society for Asset Protection come, and he has a really good seminar, how to protect yourself liability-wise, how to transfer assets and things like that. Yeah, and he has a lot of really good information that kind of applies to anybody who has assets they'd like to protect. We're having Troy Downing, who is the Montana Commissioner, come and speak at our lunch on Wednesday. He has a really interesting professional and just life story. He's been around the world, seen and done some cool things. So we'll get to hear more from him about that.
Cool.
Last year, we had a roundtable with the Montana Department of Labor. We love to touch base with them every couple of years. We have a pretty good relationship with them that we'd like to keep going. And they were here last year. We had a great conversation. As always, there's never enough time to cover everything. So we're excited to have them back and kind of pick up where we left off last year. Yeah, and we're doing a cool safety training this year too, which Austin could tell you a little bit more about.
Yeah, so we're partnering with the Western States Roofing Contractors Association and their new kind of safety initiative that they've started the last couple of years, where they travel to various Western states and do a partnership with Guardian Protect Safety and do a fall protection training. So they're going to come and do a fall protection training on site at the Northern Hotel. And also we are in talks with Steven Zazadils, who is the safety director for the Western states as well, to come and do additional safety trainings. So kind of a new partnership we're establishing with Western states, and to have them come and kind of help us out and give us some good safety training.
Wow, that's great. Yeah, safety, so huge. So cool that you guys are doing that. And they just launched their safety app as well, I hear. Yep. So that's great to take advantage of such great resources. So how can contractors and, individuals, companies best prepare for this trade show and make it the best experience besides coming?
Well, it's Montana in the wintertime. So if you're a guy, you need to grow a beard. And Austin's been working on that one for a couple weeks now. And I'm not going to be able to catch him. But seriously, there's not a lot of preparation to do except for to make sure that you book your rooms. We do have a room block. We want to make sure that everyone is registered. And so that's pretty much it. There's not a lot of hard work behind the scenes when you're attending. There's a ton of hard work behind the scenes when you are organizing this. But just make sure, I'm going to let Morgan talk a little bit about the registration, and Austin can talk a little bit about the room blocks. But that's pretty much it.
That's great. Yes, tell us, how do people register? How do they get their room ready to go?
Yeah, our registration is on our website, which is montanaroofers.org. So you can go there. There's a button, follow through the registration process. Also, if you follow us on like Facebook or Instagram, we're posting updates about the convention. So if you're looking for more information, either on our website or on our socials, that's the best way to find it. Or to message us directly if you have questions.
Yep.
Yay, fabulous. And you can also find all that information on the Montana Roofing Association directory on Roofers Coffee Shop as well. You can find, there's a big old button that says registered here for the trade show. So easy peasy. And then for people that aren't able to attend but want to still kind of get some of the good stuff, is there anything virtual that they can watch or tune into?
Well, This is one of those type of conventions. It's an activity that you need to attend. You won't get the value if you just tuned in. We want people to come and show up. Um, we were talking about this just before this recording, and Austin mentioned this is our 35th annual convention and trade show. It would be our 36th, but in 2021, we didn't have it because of COVID. And so now that we're kind of past that and back into somewhat normal life, we're doing it in person, and we encourage people to show up. Most of life is just showing up, and so we're not offering a virtual option. We want people to come to Billings and participate.
That's awesome. Love it. Well, I know that the Roofers Coffee Shop team will be there, and we will be taking video and photos and sharing everything. So, and that'll all be on the Montana Roofing Association directory as well on rooferscoffeeshop.com. Is there anything else you guys want to share about the trade show or any initiatives you have coming into 2024?
I mean, just show up and be there. You know, we kind of like to stress our core values as an association, which is camaraderie, integrity, professionalism, and mentorship. And those are a lot of things that you're going to get by showing up at the trade show. You're going to see talk with a lot of people that have been in the industry a long time. You know, maybe you're a new contractor starting in, but we have a lot of contractors that have been here for, you know, like my company, for example, has been around for 50 years now. So there's a lot of knowledge between, you know, the leadership in our company, you know, Jake's company where he started it himself, and through the association, he's, you know, been able to better himself and better his business. And it's by going to these trade shows and going to things that you learn, you know, maybe some aspects in safety or some business techniques that, you know, you never thought of, or things that, you know, maybe you didn't have in the past. So, you know, the biggest thing is just showing up and talking to the people around you. There's a lot of knowledge, and maybe roofers look intimidating, but once you talk to them and, you know, share your struggles, everyone's been through all the struggles. And so they're more than happy to help. You know, we're a big state. We're not, yeah, there's competition, but we don't look at this as coming to talk to all your competitors. You're looking at it to, you know, get that camaraderie and get that professionalism and just expand your business and your business knowledge.
Yes. Wow. Well said, Austin. That was great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all so much for chatting with me. I'm so excited for the trade show, and I hope everyone out there listening is excited as well. Go register. You can find it on the Montana Roofing Association website and on rooferscoffeeshop.com. And again, thank you all so much.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you, Megan.
Thanks for having us.
This has been great. For all of those listening, go to rooferscoffeeshop.com to learn more and register for the trade show. And wherever you're listening to podcasts, make sure you subscribe and ring the bell so you get notified every time we upload a new episode. This has been Roofing Road Trips. My name is Megan Ellsworth, and we will see you next time. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and leave a review. Thanks for listening. This has been Roofing Road Trips with Heidi from the rooferscoffeeshop.com.